Hello, welcome back to my channel Purna Educare. In today's video, we are going to see more MCQs. So I hope you really enjoyed all the remaining parts, previous parts. If you really like the video, just do not forget to subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon for the more updates. And do not forget to like and share it to your friends. So let us discuss moving forward with some more MCQs relating to the governance, polity and administration. So we can see here, what is the minimum duration of stay before a person can apply for the Indian citizenship? So in order to apply for the Indian citizenship, generally, generally the period will be considered for the 5 years. So minimum 5 years of stay is really required to claim for what is it called as Indian citizenship, right? Whenever a person coming from the foreign company to foreign country to Indian nation, so generally in order to claim for the Indian citizenship, a person should have possessed a stay of minimum 5 years. I hope this is very clear. Yeah. Moving to the second question. COG is the chief accountant and auditor for, generally this COG mainly deals with the accounts, government accounts of both the state government as well as central government. So whenever there are some kind of applications or whenever there are some kind of accounting functions, accounting job, accounting part of any government transactions, generally the COG will be taking care of all these things. So whenever there kind of misappropriation takes place, generally COG will generate its report based on its study. So COG is the chief accountant auditor for union government and state government. Yeah. Ministry of Human Resource Development includes. So generally now, as you all people know, as per the new education policy 2020, so this MHRD, like MHRD has changed to Ministry of Education. So there is no more MHRD. So previously it was previously it was in Ministry of Human Resource Development. So in this Ministry of Human Resource Development, generally the Department of Elementary Education and Literacy, the Department of Central Education and Higher Education Department, whatever it might be, the Department of Women and Child Development. So all these are the ingredients or the ingredients or internal components of the Ministry of Human Resource Development. It was in Ministry of Human Resource Development, but now it is changed to Ministry of Education. So option D could be the correct answer. No. So this Ministry of Human Resource Development consists of all the options: Department of Elementary Education, Secondary Education, Higher Education, Women and Child Development, all the above. Yeah. The Uniform Civil Code has been recommended in the Directive Principles to ensure. So generally there must be an uniform, same civil code throughout the nation. So for the purpose of, in order to promote the national integration, generally to promote the national integration, the need of uniform civil code is more. So you can see here, right? Yeah, national integration. The language which enjoys a special status in Article 351 of the Constitution of India as a primary source language for the development of official standard of Hindi. So in order to develop the official standard of Hindi, so generally as per the Article 351 is concerned in the Indian Constitution. So a word similar word like Sanskrit, yeah, Sanskrit, you can see Sanskrit has been promoted, like it has enjoys a special status with regards to develop the official standard of Hindi. Which of the following is an official language as per the Indian Constitution? So, we have to be very careful, actually there is no concept called as national language. We have some official languages. So, it is like Hindi with English. Yeah, Hindi with English as an additional language. So, option C is the correct answer. We have Hindi with English as an additional language. National language of India. See, we don't have any national language in India. No national language. See, tiger, national animal, national bird, peacock, but there is no national language. So, there is no national language, only we have the official languages like Hindi and English as an additional language. So, which of the following high courts gave the ruling that India has no national language? So, it was like Gujarat High Court has been given, a judgment that India has no national language. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act also popularly as a Right to Education Act, was enacted in the year, it's like, in the Right to Education enacted in the year 2009. Yeah. Right to Education Act makes it mandatory to provide free and compulsory education for the children age group between like around 6 to 14 years age group. Yeah. 6 to 18 age group, 16 to 14. The Right to Education Act came into the force in the year like in the 2010. Which of the following articles of Constitution states that the official language of Union shall be the Hindi in the Devanagari lipi? So it's like, section, whenever you try to understand, official language of Union shall be official language. Official language of Union shall be Hindi. In the Devanagari script, it is like Article 351 clearly stating. Article 351 clearly stating that Hindi is an official language in the Devanagari script. The first language to have been assigned the status of classical language in 2004. So classical, again, if you go to the classical perspective, so you can see the Tamil in the 2004 has been taken the special part of an classical language. Odia has been signed. Odia has been assigned the status of an classical language in the February 2014. With this number, with this, the classical languages in India is like 6. There are 6 classical languages in India. So 93rd Constitutional Amendment Bill seeks to to make elementary education compulsory. So 93rd Amendment Bill, Constitutional Amendment Bill, yeah. So moving forward to the next, which of the following parts of Indian Constitution enjoys upon the state to provide free and compulsory education for the children up to the 14 years of age? So generally, as you people know, we don't know about the fundamental. No, we have only the 6 fundamental rights. So 6 fundamental duties, special provisions related to certain classes. No. So directive principles of state government. So as you people know that as the directive principles are those principles which guide the states in order to frame the policies for the welfare of the states. So in the directive principles of the state policy, generally compulsory education for children up to the 14 years of age has become should provide at any cost. Indian Constitution has provided that kind of facility, flexibility to provide a free education for the children up to the 14 years of age. So this is as per the directive principles of the state policy. So the correct sequence in the ascending order. So try to understand ascending order. What does it mean? Small to big, right? Ascending order. Small to big. So we have to clearly understand we have cabinet ministers under whom we have ministers of state, under whom we have deputy ministers. Try to understand. So this will be the ascending order. First is deputy minister and Ministry of States, as well as then cabinet ministers. So option A could be the correct answer. Which of the following pages of articles of Constitution of India and the India subjects deals with them are correctly matched? So just moving forward. Yeah. Option 4, Article 40, Organization of Village Panchayats is right. Article 14, Equality of Opportunities in a matter of public employment. I don't think so. It is right. And yes, it is not really right. Article 370, Special Status in respect of Jammu Kashmir, which is now abolished. But still, okay. Now, it was like Article 370 was like relating to Jammu and Kashmir, and so Article 352, Proclamation of Emergency. So, a very important point, Article 370 has been abolished. So, there is no more Article 370. No more Article 370. You have to be very careful with this regard. Article 370, which is related to the special status in respect of Jammu and Kashmir, is no more in the existence. You have to be very careful with this regard, and you have to consider very important things. So, special status in the Jammu and Kashmir has been abolished. So, first one, second one, and fourth one are right. So, 1, 2, and 4, which is C. So, which of the following is an example of extra constitutional power of the governor of the state in India? Extra power, yes. Example of extra constitutional power. Yeah. Are we aware that governor will act as a chancellor of state universities? Yeah. So yes, his role as a chancellor, of the universities in the state, his power to dismiss the ministry, his power to dissolve state SLA, his power to return the bill. No, exactly is he has an extra constitutional power to act as a chancellor of universities in the state. If the Prime Minister of India belongs to the upper house of the Parliament, see, whenever the Parliament becomes, the Prime Minister of India belongs to the upper house like Rajya Sabha or whatever it might be, he will not be able to vote in the favor in the event of no confidence motion. Yes, in the case of no confidence motion, he will not be able to vote in his favor. So, if he belongs to the lower house only, he can be or he will be in a position to vote in his favor in the event of no confidence motion. Yes. Statements. Try to understand the statements. What is given? Two statements, one labeled are assertion and reasoning. So, reservations of 33% of the seats for the women in the parliament and the state legislators does not require constitutional amendment. Political parties contesting elections can allocate 33% seats that contest to women candidates without any constitutional amendment. So, try to understand where in the case of assertion we cannot say that it doesn't require a constitutional amendment. No. It doesn't belongs to the category where the constitutional amendment is not required. No, nothing like that. It can be whatever the rule does we have, like 33% of the reservation for the women, we can get a kind of constitutional amendment as well, right? Yes. So, I cannot say it is, what is it called as, it is right. The political parties contesting elections can allocate the 33% since political parties contesting elections can allocate 33% seats, they contest to women candidates without any constitutional amendment. Okay. So, yes. So, it could be like, option A, first one is a false and second one is true. So, which resembles option D. Yeah. Which of the following is stated in the Constitution of India? The President shall not be the member of either house of the Parliament. The Parliament should consist of President and two houses. Choose the correct answer. See, President is not the member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, but Parliament includes President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. So, this could be like, option 1 is right and option 2 are right. Sorry. Option 1 is right and option 2 is right. So, both, okay. Both are right. So, we have to match the list with the list 1, list 2. Very carefully we have to do it. Article 54 mainly speaks about President's election. Yes. Article 75 speaks about Prime Minister appointment or appointment, whatever the process involved in the appointment of Prime Minister. Article 155 speaks about appointment of Governor. Article 164 speaks about appointment of Chief Minister. So, it is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So, option C is the right answer. Which of the following amendments related to the local government institutions? So, whenever a kind of question comes under like what are the provisions relating to the local government, it is like 66th amendment, 73rd amendment speaks about the local government, local body amendments or whatever it might be. So, the real executive authority of the state lies, as you people know, are aware that the governor, whatever the things, the real executive power of states belongs to the governor. Yes? Yeah. So, kindly subscribe our channel and tap on the bell icon for the more updates. So, you will be getting more updates. Don't forget to tap on the bell icon, subscribe, like and share to your friends. Thank you. Jai Hind.